Hello YouTube, I'm making this video talking about the Order of Honor and the virtue of creativity. Creativity is pretty much creativity is coming up with new ideas and concepts. That's a short version of it. Reason it's a virtue is because it's vital to your individuality. Your creativity defines who you are as a person in certain ways. If you're artistic, if you're mathematical, you'll create. Your creativity will lead you in these directions. One thing I hate to say is our school is doing a very stupid job at letting people express their creativity, for the sheer fact that when I was in school, and that wasn't that long, they had everybody wearing uniforms. The teachers weren't wearing uniforms, but everybody in there had to wear uniforms. Stunning, which was their creativity, to be able to come up with their own individual thing. Now they're saying to do this so the poor kids won't be picking on the the rich kids won't be picking on the poor kids because the poor kids have poor clothes or whatever. But the fact is, even with the uniforms, still the rich kids have rich clothes and the poor kids still have poor clothes. So they didn't do anything but stop and take away their creativity. It's not like they stop fightings or stop violence because of the schools or whatever, but they're hindering people's personal creativity. The science. Schools were made for the industrial age. They were made to have people smart enough to run the equipment, but not smart enough to ask what the hell's going on. So they want you to learn science, math, and English. That's the three main things schools look for. I think there may be one more, but I'm not sure. But as far as creativity goes, our creativity is very stunted by schools. Now, creativity is a very important virtue because it can lead to life-saving ideas, world-changing ideas. That I'm being very creative when I was coming up with the Order of Honor, and I did it because I care. It's a long story. But long story short, it's because I cared for someone and I got creative. I want to work on something to where I have other allies I can count on to protect the people I love. And creativity is an important virtue also because it makes your life easier. Being creative, makes your life easier. If you're looking at something, invent something that makes it easier. For example, the old school can openers you have to use to pop open a can. Now they went to this. Now it's electric. Somebody had to be creative and come up with that. Got sick of doing the old-fashioned way, made it electronic. TVs, all the luxuries we experience in life pretty much is from someone using their creativity to come up with it. From the light bulb to the camera I'm using now. It's another reason creativity is very important virtue, because it helps define you. Your creativity defines you. What you want to do with your creativity. Like I was saying, it saves lives. It makes your life easier. If it's nothing more than you creating a piece of artwork, that's what most people think of as creativity, is art. Well, it makes your life easier when you walk in and you see something that can put a smile on your face. It makes your day a little bit brighter. That's just about the gist of creativity. It's coming up with new ideas and new concepts. One way or the other, to make the world better, to make something easier, ways to make people smarter. You just be creative. When you put on your clothes every day, you're using your creativity. You're deciding how you want to portray yourself that day, whether it be putting on a business suit or flip-flops and sandals or something like that because you're going to the beach. People look at you, hey, he's going to the beach. And I know there's a bunch of piercings, tattoos. I have no piercings or tattoos. Don't care if somebody else does. That's their creativity. Shows that they're into that, what kind of art they may like. If they're into body modification, that's their personal thing. So, try to keep creative. It's not one of the most important virtues I say, but it's still a pretty important one. Try to creativity in your mind as a virtue, because one day you never know. Your creativity could make you rich. I was watching one show, the guy that came up with the bubble teeth. You know, I think he made $20 million off being creativity. You know, so it's an important thing. It could lead to you being wealthy, or lead to being poor, or you know, it's just one of the things you have to express yourself, live your life, come up with your own ideas, new ideas, concepts, whatever. You know, and be creative. Because our creativity is one of the main things that make us us. You know, I guarantee I could get a piece of paper, tell somebody to draw whatever they want to draw. You know, out of these billions of people, I very seriously doubt there's going to be one exactly the same drawing. You know, somebody that actually draw something elaborate, not just a smiley face, but something elaborate. And every drawing is going to be different because everybody else has their own path they have led in life, which leads them to their own creativity. So express your creativity in your clothing, your life, the way you wear, what you wear, whatever. Thank you, YouTube. That is the virtue of creativity.